Welcome back to Skill Over Legacy Podcast, your favorite Hooper's favorite podcast. This is episode 15. We creeping on episode 20, another milestone. Y'all got us to 71 subscribers. We really appreciate that. I got the regular gang with me today. Introduce yourselves and y'all social medias and all that.
_ J Bridges on TikTok. I'm back posting. I'm daily with it now. I'm on a roll. Keep it up. Y'all like the support. I don't post on Twitter because Twitter is for freaks, but I'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Snapple Fat J is back in the building. I found one under the bed. I was cleaning up.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I found a cat under the bed. I was cleaning up. The average cat can jump 5 times as high as its tail is long.
Cap. Yeah, no
way. My cat cannot do that. No, my cat cannot do that.
Well, then, Liam, you may not have an average cat. Then you may
exactly.
My cat's she's pretty below average.
Yeah,
hey, you
from Stuart Little, that big ass cat from Stuart Little.
All right, Liam, go ahead, shout yourself out.
I got at LimShady91 on TikTok and Twitter. Yeah, that's it.
Cam Major 0109 on all platforms. Cam X Major on Twitter. I don't really post there, but We Talk Hoops is being revived. If you want hot takes all the time, and I'm gonna start doing some new content so I can teach y'all niggas some basketball because I see it's in dire need. Just know
Cam Phil study b-ball coach Cam
revamping We Talk Hoops, man.
Yes, sir. Good to hear it. So let's get into, I guess, the topic that's not taking over social media, but very much so they're the topic of conversation. The New York Knickerbockers. Now, I got one thing to say. Shout out to listen. If you talking bad on the Knicks and Knicks fans right now, you're weird. Let them have their moment. They haven't been this high in so long. And I'm going to be honest, Knicks fans are probably one of the more loyal fans to the team. They're really disrespectful to the players that they receive, but they're very loyal. So they deserve all of this hype. They deserve to act like they just won a championship when they won a regular season game. They deserve it. Let them have it. If you making fun of them, you're weird, and you're still just trying to hate when they're just not garbage anymore. They're just not garbage. So I just feel like anybody trying to knock them off their high horse, you're hating. You're just a hater, and that's okay. Yeah. But I need you to know.
As a Falcons fan, as long as we beat the Saints once, I'm happy. We could go 1-15. I don't care. As long as we beat them niggas once, we good. But for Knicks is on fire. They on fire.
All right, man.
Somebody said Julius Randle needs to be top 10 in MVP voting.
Oh, and that's segue perfectly into absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's almost unfair that people aren't even starting to he should be top 10, man. He's been basically carrying the Knicks all season. And they just keep getting better. They just keep beating teams we don't expect them to beat.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's that patented skill over legacy lag. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. What? Hold on.
Oh my God.
One thing that's going to happen every skill over legacy video, I'm going to be late and Zay is just going to lag.
It's patented, you know what I'm saying? We got to put in the bottle, sell it by the pound, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but Julius Randle, for MVP, I think he'll probably be top 10 in voting, but depending on how voters look at Braun's missed time, Kawhi's missed time, Paul George's missed time, if they count him as a forward, there's so many guys that have missed time that are considered that top level of forward. I mean, he has a decent chance to be at all NBA first team.
don't think Julius Randle's missed a game yet either.
You
I
know,
think he's played every game. You know he's playing like upwards of 38, 39 minutes.
Tib. No, you don't get breaks over there.
And the Knicks is a 4 seed in the East. I'm not gonna lie. Any other year without the absurdness of Embiid and like Jokic and stuff, this Julius Randle would just be an MVP. It wouldn't be no thought about it.
Hey, no debate.
No debate.
Yeah, unfortunately, their just team's better than him.
Yeah, I saw this thing like comparing him from like every season, Julius Randle when like attacking the basket, so just like slashing numbers, and he has gotten like so much better at slashing this year. It's insane. Like the jump was like when he would attack the basket, like in years past, he peaked at like somebody scoring like 40% of the time. And this year it's like 63% of the time someone is scoring when he attacks the basket. Like it's insane. He's gotten so much better as a finisher and a playmaker. It's crazy.
And I want to get into the I'm gonna say it now. Nobody gonna like it.
Are you about to say the Curry?
There is, huh?
Are you about to say Curry's MVP?
Oh yeah, Curry. In no world should Curry have more of an MVP standing than Julius Randle.
Hey, one's in the playoffs and one's not. I'm gonna keep it a beat. Give Russell Westbrook this team; they're not that low seeded.
You didn't have to go there.
I'm just saying.
Okay, let's keep it. Let's keep it with Julius Randle and Curry.
We just gotta keep
the Curry fans is already upset.
We gotta hold Curry to the top. If you want Curry to be the best in the world, Curry needs to be held to LeBron standards. You know what happened to LeBron last year when he didn't make the playoffs, when he was hurt? Oh my God, it was slander all over the place.
He's not wrong. However,
he is a
slander. Oh my God, it was just slander.
But we all know that he just escapes criticism. It is what it is.
What did I say? Oh yeah,
Julius
Curry
Randle,
and the Warriors, they're fighting for a 9th, 10th seed. Like they're begging to be in play-in. The Knicks are a 4 seed in the East. And think about this. You will say, 4 seed in the East, but if you think about like the top 4 teams in the East, like in the past years, those were just 4 like amazing teams.
Yeah.
Like teams that were consistently top 4 in the East. Like Sixers, Bucks, Raptors.
All teams y'all thought would go to the finals and beat LeBron.
Mm-hmm. Even the Cavs when Bron was there, like all of those in the East, top 4 is not 7, even though it is the East. So
yeah.
I mean, like they're ahead of the Heat, they're ahead of the Raptors, they're ahead of all these teams that people were expecting to be good.
Yeah, and if you throw them in the Western Conference, what are they? They're like 34 and 26 or something like that.
Yeah,
that's what like
26.
That's close to the Lakers. So they'd be like a 5th seed in the West, 5th, 6th seed.
I think the Lakers are like 34 and 20 something or 19 or something like that. But I just completely agree. Unfortunately, if the MVP was going to the most valuable player playing the best basketball, LeBron would just have 8, and he doesn't, because that's not how it goes. It goes to a player who's performing at top tier levels while his team is winning games. Like, we're not saying that Curry's not playing an MVP style of basketball, because I mean he's losing his mind. He's off earth right now. But if you're not breaking a record, your team just has to be in the playoffs pretty much all season long. Like, it is what it is. It's just how it works. And Julius deserves that.
And I'll put it to you like this. With Triple J coming back, there's no chance that the Warriors be better than the Grizzlies by the end of the season.
No chance?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so either.
Speaking of, but
they were already borderline better than without him.
Yeah, they was beating them. They was already ahead, and they were consistently ahead of the Warriors before JJ came back. And now this ridiculous. No, it's raps. They're searching for a 9th.
Plus, like the Warriors are not the Warriors. The Grizzlies are also, like, even without Jaren Jackson, they're probably the deepest team in the NBA. They run 15 guys out there. Like they are. I mean, the Warriors are like 5 guys deep, and that's it. Like, and I feel like I'm being
I'm not
generous
gonna
with
lie.
5 guys.
I'm not gonna lie. I think 5 is generous.
Because you counting Draymond Green, and I'm
Listen,
not. I'm
5
not
is
here for that.
generous.
If 6.6 on 44.
No, I wasn't counting Draymond. I was
You weren't?
counting.
Good stuff.
It was Steph, Wiggins, Oubre, Wiseman, Juan
And
Toscano
Juan
Anderson.
Toscano Anderson. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget my
Okay,
Bazemore.
I don't.
Ken Bazemore.
That
No, I'm
man
gonna forget Kent
poo-poo.
Bazemore. I'm definitely gonna forget Kent Bazemore.
Kent Bazemore stinks, and his haircut is awful. But it doesn't matter.
I'm glad you didn't count Draymond. I got so much heat for saying what I said, but he's garbage. Anyways, so let's ask this question. Right now, how far do the Knicks go in the playoffs? If they're playing at the level that they've been playing for these 8 games.
About to get in my bag real quick. Past the Bucks and the 76ers.
I would say
Bucks, I can agree.
if the season ended right now, I would say they're a second round exit in like 7 to any team.
To any team?
Yeah.
So there's no team that they could beat once they get to the second round?
Well, I don't want to see if the season ended right now, but like the people that we know are gonna come back, like the Harden and the KD and the Kyrie. Like if they stay healthy and the season were to end right now, they're not gonna beat the Nets. I would love to see that series though, but they're not gonna beat them.
Is it fair to say that we may not see a healthy Nets in the playoffs?
That is fair to say though. That's very fair to say.
I mean, when you got Kyrie, Harden, and I mean,
at this point, let's be honest though.
I still
I'm
want
gonna be completely honest with you. The Knicks, if the Knicks don't have either Harden or KD on the court constantly with Kyrie, like for 7 straight games, they can't miss games. The Knicks' defense is good enough to beat Kyrie company.
Didn't the Knicks beat them the first 2 times this season? Or was it just once?
They beat them once.
Once. I don't know if they played them twice yet, but they for sure beat them once so far this season.
I'll say the Knicks are gonna have to have one of them all the time for them to win.
Yeah.
I heard the last time they played, they didn't win. Because remember, Julius Randle kid was crying because Kyrie had to get him up on out of there.
Oh yeah, that was the most recent time. That was really recent. But like,
was it close though?
Yeah.
It was close.
Close to the beginning of the season when it was just Kyrie and KD. The Knicks beat them.
I feel like if the Knicks and the Nets play in the playoffs, it's going to come down to like just the full Knicks roster, which like for how good they've been playing as a starting unit, like that bench is pretty ugly. As soon as you got Obi Toppin playing minutes in Game 6,
but to be fair, the Nets bench is just as ugly. It's ugly.
You got
ugly with James Harden running it ain't as ugly.
But that's the thing. When are we have to, at this point, it's getting really late in the season. I'm not comfortable saying that we're gonna see him in the playoffs.
And I will say this. KD is slipping into, not even slipping. At this point, he is in injury-prone territory.
Yeah, it's getting really scary for him right now.
These are
like Curry could easily just be the second best player in the world simply because KD just can't stay on the court.
Oh, I'm gonna slide some Warrior slander into this. Maybe this is because of 2019. They said that he was clear to play those like 15 minutes in that Raptors game. He went down again. Golden State got some explaining to do. There's definitely some sabotagers. They're saboteuring.
But from what KD said, KD said that he was the one like that. It was like, just tell me I'm at least 75% and I'm going out there. And that's what they told him. So, it is what it is. Grown men, when you that far into the playoffs, they don't be one to not play. So I don't ever blame a team all the way, but I do. It's their job to restrain somebody though, because it's their job to do that. So It's like 60-40. Like KD, you knew saying you were going to be healthy was going to push them to play you, but they're supposed to not do that in the first place.
Yeah.
They're supposed to just be like, excuse me, sir. No. But
what do we have left in the season? Like 2.5 more weeks?
Something like that.
yeah, we're at like game 50 something.
Probably got like 3 weeks.
I'll say this: KD will be back by playoffs, but Harden, I doubt it. I would be surprised if he came back by playoffs.
And then if they do they stay out there on the floor?
I think
Are they healthy enough to withstand playoff type of basketball?
If KD can come, pause.
You should just finish what you were saying.
Because I lost my train of thought, so I just have to make sure I threw it in right there.
You had to throw it in where?
I said right there.
Hey, yo!
Damn, you're reaching. You are reaching.
Y'all are a mess.
You are reaching. Anyways, 5-10 games before like playing, because isn't playing is a break essentially of like what
I mean,
a week
a couple
basically.
Nights. It's just
like 3 nights,
right? 3 or 4 nights.
It's 3 games, so it's not. Playing is 3 games,
well,
right?
The playoff schedule is going to be super tight because I was reading this the other day. I didn't even think of this. The Olympics are this summer. They have to finish by like the Olympics. So I think the final, like the game, if there is to be a game 7 of the finals, it's scheduled to be done like 3 days before the Olympics start.
I mean, nobody who plays deep into the playoffs is going to go to the Olympics, though.
No.
Well, not this year, at least.
Not this year.
Not this year, because it's like right there. Yeah. So I wouldn't see that as an issue. But isn't the play-in is wait? It's 3 games in each conference, right? For the play-in, right?
Yeah, so probably like 5 nights.
Yeah, it'd be like maybe a business week.
Yeah, that could be the difference maker between like KD and Harden coming back. Who knows? But
I don't know, man. Their injuries are getting serious.
The Nets are in troubled waters for sure.
Like their injuries are one super how do I say this? One extra stressful play on the body from them just not playing the rest of the season. Like we see it every night. They just keep tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it. And playing in the playoffs, we saw what happened to KD after he just kept tweaking it and tweaking it. He goes to the playoffs and he, plays normal basketball, makes normal cuts, normal moves, and it just failed him. And it's kind of scary to see that James Harden and KD are both going through these things at the same time. I'm almost comfortable saying that we're not going to see a healthy Brooklyn Nets team this year. And they're probably just going to have to run it back next season, which would probably be the best because this season was in shambles anyway. Like, give whoever they, give KD and Harden the necessary time off that they need and just get back to it next season. I don't really expect anything from any basketball player this year. Like, I don't expect people who are supposed to win championships for them to even do that. Because, I mean, if you just look at it, the league is just a mess right now. Injury riddled. Games there, people are still playing 7 games or 5 games in 7 nights, and they're playing 3 games in a row in 3 days. It's just ridiculous. Like, I think this season is a shit show, honestly. It's even worse than last season.
I want to see what I think is going to happen is I don't think Harden's not coming back to the playoffs. Harden's definitely not coming back to the playoffs. Because they can at least, if they have just Kyrie, they could probably get past the first round, depending on who are they going to play, like the Bulls or something like that.
Hell no.
They're going to play whoever is. I mean, if they finish as the 1 seed, they'll play the second play-in team. If they finish as the 2, they'll play.
What is that?
First.
Magic or
they'll be playing
definitely not the
around.
Magic.
Oh yeah, not the Magic.
I mean, they could get completely fucked and play the Celtics if the Celtics don't hold their shit together.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
they're gonna be around like the Hornets, Pacers, Heat, Celtics if they don't get it together. look to score this
And the
game.
crazy and realistically, the only team that they beat without all three of them on the floor is the Heat in that situation. They don't beat.
You think Kyrie could get it done against the Heat?
Kyrie might.
No. If it's not all three of them, because I don't think we're gonna see all three of them in the playoffs consistently. I think it's gonna be two.
I mean, Kyrie is 100% though.
No, I'm saying I don't think James Harden and KD are both going to come back and play together. I think it's either going to be James Harden or KD. Like they might play sometimes, but I don't see James Harden being healthy enough to play in the playoffs for the stretch of it.
I'm saying if it's no James Harden, it's no KD. Kyrie and Nicholas Claxton is beating the Heat.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking in terms of if we just see two of them and not three of them. Like they need all three players to beat teams. The only team where they don't need all three of them is Miami.
Yeah,
I think
Miami
you need all
offense
three
is
of
still
them to
boo
beat.
boo.
Yeah, exactly. They're awful. Their offense is awful. You need all three players to beat the Celtics consistently. You need all three to beat the Bucks, the Sixers. You need all three of them to beat a lot of the teams that you're going to be going up against. And I don't know if they're going to have that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Kyrie and Harden getting it done against Jaylen Brown and Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and the Celtics.
I will say, if they play the Hornets with LaMelo Ball coming back from a wrist injury, so the rehab for that is going to be all of a week and a half.
Rehab probably.
They're going to get them out the frame. Like the Hornets might just win in like 6.
Yeah, Hornets with just Kyrie. I mean, the Nets with just Kyrie. The Hornets absolutely can beat them.
Yeah, that's
in 7 games. Absolutely,
especially with how Terry Rozier has turned it on.
Man,
yeah,
and like we've seen Terry Rozier in the playoffs, we know he shows up. Like
I was about to say that, and he's like that in the playoffs.
But he has a max contract.
And then, hey, people ain't talking about it. People ain't talking about it, but the best rapper in the league is actually playing pretty well this year.
Bridges, pop the
yes,
in the club and no, I can't move.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pop the bean in the club and I can't. Yes, sir. Like that.
Miles Bridges is like he's flirting with 50, 40, 90 this season.
He's cooking.
Really?
Yes. He's been cooking all year.
I think that the 90 from the free throw was the most surprising thing to me. I didn't know he was like that from the free throw.
He's improved his shot too. Like he's becoming
a lot better.
Shooter.
I think having LaMelo helped him a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that Miles Bridges is trying to separate himself from his twins.
Exactly.
Got no twins. He's got no twins.
No,
Stop telling the people this.
No. Miles Bridges, Malik Monk, PJ Washington, they're all the same. 1, 2, 3, they're the same.
And you know what's crazy? Both Miles Bridges and Malik Monk have been playing exceptional this year. Malik Monk,
I love Malik Monk, dude.
He's got to find
I'm so
somewhere
happy
else.
for him.
I'm not saying he's gonna be a star somewhere, but he's played too well when they call his number for him not to be getting minutes. Like he's played too well. Like they call
got like 6 man of the year potential.
Man, they call his number and they called his number after not playing for like 6 games, and he had 30. That's not. Do you know how difficult that is to be sitting on the bench just practicing? They call your name and you have an efficient 30 points. Like that, he deserves to get at least 6 man minutes somewhere. Throw him on the Magic.
I think he's a free agent this offseason.
Please don't.
Throw him on the Magic or something.
Don't send nobody to Orlando.
That's Dwayne Bacon's team.
I can't tell you how much I hated what you just said. Like I hated it.
You know what's crazy?
That man, Gary Harris, is the best player over there. That is awful.
Oh, Anthony.
If we throw Draymond on that team, he's still not the best player.
Draymond is garbage.
He's not
even.
I'm
done talking about him. He sucks. He's not better than Jonathan Isaac at all. He's garbage. I don't like to prey on players' downfall. I don't. But I've been telling people for years that he was so garbage. And I think all of us have once said, Draymond, you wouldn't be that good if Curry and Clay wasn't right next to you. And it's just happening. It's been happening since 2019. He sucks. I love that he play makes and he's a great defender, but he's not good. You know who else was a great defender? Andre Roberson.
And you know who's garbage?
Him. He's most known for dating someone who
On
talks
2K
about
TV.
2K. Like, come on, bro.
And like you just said about Draymond, like it's nice that he's good at like passing and stuff. I looked at his numbers today, like his like I dabbled in some advanced stats. I wanted to take a look, and he is in I think it was the sixth percentile in turnover rate. He's
Yeah,
turning the
because
ball
he
over
averages
like crazy.
he averages 8 assists, but he turns the ball over 3 times a night.
Half of his points. That's crazy. Crazy.
He's so garbage.
But
He's so garbage.
Let Donovan Mitchell even remotely do this, and he's just the worst on the Jazz now.
Hold up, let me look.
People try to tell me, well, no one could find Curry on a cut like Draymond. What are you talking about? I think every player in the league could find their best player cut.
I've heard a lot of reaching. That what you just said was ridiculous.
That's crazy.
So you're giving not a lot of people can find an NBA player cutting. Okay,
another NBA player can't find an open cut.
I can find Cam cutting right now. We're 3 states away.
What? Not only a player, not only just a player, the best player on your team. So when he moves, you see it because you're always looking for him. Ridiculous. There's no way that we give Draymond credit for knowing his playbook. That's what everybody's supposed to know. You know, it's ridiculous. I'm sick of it. He's garbage. He's one of the worst starters in the league. He sucks. Anyway, speaking of the Hornets, ceiling for the Hornets, since we were talking about that, what's the ceiling?
Same as
this year ceiling?
Let's just say they keep the same team the next year.
But before we talk about them, I just want to establish this because this always seems to be skimmed over. Gordon Hayward's their best player, and it's not close. Like Gordon Hayward, he's just their best player. Like
who were they saying the best player was? Terry.
And LaMelo.
I can see why, but
some people say LaMelo, which is
those people are just 13, and that's okay.
As great as the Hornets are, as great as they've been without Gordon Hayward, with Gordon Hayward, they're ridiculous.
They're exceptionally better.
Player on that team that they have that there's no one like.
Yeah, shout out to my boy KJ, but I've seen probably like 40. Yeah, probably like 40 of the Hornets games. Nah, probably like 20. Mm-hmm. I know them well.
LaMelo has best player potential on the Hornets, though, for sure.
Oh, definitely.
He definitely could be, but he's not.
I think having a guy like Gordon Hayward too, like especially with like that young of a team, is just so beneficial because he's so comfortable with the ball, so he takes that load off of like these younger guys that can be, especially like rookie point guards generally stink. Like, so it really helps to have like a veteran wing who's so comfortable handling the ball.
He's a point forward. He can.
It's not. There's not a lot of people like Gordon Hayward in the league. Period.
I don't know. I said this like last episode. Jimmy Butler, Gordon Hayward. They're like right there.
Gordon Hayward crawled so Luka Doncic could fly, but people don't want to talk about that though.
So he could fly. So he could.
Well, I mean, yeah, because he's not running at this point. He's just flying.
Okay.
But he crawled so Luka could fly. Yeah, and he definitely did.
Real simple bag, 1, 2, dribble, pull up, You know what I'm saying?
Really great playmaker too. Doesn't get nearly enough credit for that. Really,
that's great. I like his game most just because of that playmaking. Like that, it's just how comfortable he is when he has the ball. He likes to make the extra pass. He just looks like, I don't even know. He's a point forward. That's all it is. Like
he looks like
athletic.
He looks like a championship team second best player.
Exact. That was well put. Yes, he looks like really just that complimentary piece.
Yeah, but at the same time, he can just give you 40 randomly.
Word.
And sometimes, even though he's got a bum leg, he'll just absolutely put it on someone's head like once a month.
Oh, who he dunked on? I was watching that game.
Bro, Gordon Hayward's an athletic Joe Ingles. Like,
That's not even a bad thing. Joe Ingles has been crazy this year.
really good too.
And Joe Ingles is another player who doesn't get enough credit for his playmaking ability.
Mhm.
Great vision.
Facts.
Great vision.
Trap said he dunked on De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, right?
Oh, I don't like that. Let's not talk about that. I don't
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
oh yeah.
I don't like that.
Bodied that. He bodied De'Aaron. That was crazy.
I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like that. Speaking of De'Aaron, he don't got no talk in MIP. We ain't trying to hear it. No. All right.
IP?
And-
No.
My
I would
opinion,
listen.
no MVP
My
candidate.
The award, no, but he's gotten a lot better.
He definitely has.
There's so many players this year, I feel like, that have taken that jump from being like a good player to a very good player. And there's even more guys that took the jump from being like flat out bad to like pretty good. It's
You can see it. All the losing teams, best player got a lot better. You had so much time in the offseason.
like this is like obviously like Julius Randle is kind of starting to run away with most improved, but like after him, that next collection of like 40 guys who have a strong case, it's insane. This year has been super competitive for that award.
Julius Randle isn't my MIP, not because I don't think he improved, because obviously he did. I just always knew Julius could do this. Like, this is not a shocker to people like me and Jay Bridges. We all knew that he was like this.
You've been saying he better than Zion.
I've been saying Julius Randle.
We was watching him. We was watching runs where he was working on his game, getting this high jumper together. We like, oh, Julius Randle looking crazy this year. And then he came and he showed what he worked on. You know what I mean? But Darius is mine. Just simply because nobody thought Darius Garland was going to do this.
Boy, Darius Garland was
At one point, Darius Garland was looked at as one of the worst players in the league.
Yes.
So I said it last night when I made the TikTok about him. Like, he was not just like viewed as one of the worst players in the league. Stats
just
backed it up.
was.
He was like one of the worst players in the league. Like,
And that is garbage. Garbage.
Bad.
but then like this year and particularly these last couple months, he's just been
Amazing.
I throw
Amazing.
Collins in there, Darius, SGA in there. Who else?
Michael Porter Jr.,
Facts.
Gary Trent Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre
Norman
Hunter when he
Powell.
was healthy, Norman
Hey,
Powell,
KPJ.
KPJ,
KPJ getting
Still
next
got
year.
Christian Wood who
My young gun.
Christian Wood. You could even say Nikola Jokic. Like,
Word.
like,
We didn't think it was going to happen,
From-
but somehow he got better. Somehow.
and there's just so many guys that have like a legitimate case for it. Jaylen Brown,
I'm surprised Jaylen Brown isn't in the conversation more, actually. I thought he would really be in the conversation.
Chris Boucher.
There's so many.
Yeah, that nigga just rocked my fantasy team out the playoffs, apparently.
I beat
What's
you.
that?
I beat you.
Yeah, you're in the playoffs. I don't know how, but you're in the playoffs.
What's the dude's name from the Raptors too? He's been playing well lately. What's his name? Chris OG Anunoby, dude. He's been playing well
He's
lately.
really good.
He's been playing well. This year is just this year is like, it's like bittersweet, man. All of our stars are leaving us and getting hurt, but we're seeing so many players that we would have never even thought twice about that are just cooking this year. Like,
you can see how long of an off season that the teams that didn't go to the bubble, like how much this benefited them. Like, if you look at the teams that didn't make the bubble, look at how good their best players got. The Cavs, Darius Garland got a lot better. The Hawks are now in like high seeding. Everybody on that team just got better.
Collins is another good example. He got better too.
The Knicks, I mean,
RJ Barrett, we forgot about dude.
Yes, I was saying RJ Barrett was garbage.
And I was making fun of him.
Yeah, you guys slandered him pretty bad.
I said on TikTok I said on TikTok that Jalen Green was better than him at one point. I made a joke, and I was not.
Yeah, I said RJ was so damn garbage.
It just seemed
were the Kings in the bubble? The Kings weren't in the bubble.
Hell no.
De'Aaron Fox, I don't know. It was a long time ago, but
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox got so much better.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox that's my favorite player. People don't know. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why y'all think this, but people think my favorite player is just LeBron for some reason. And I feel like I don't talk about LeBron too much, except that he's just the best player in the world.
LeBron is actually my second favorite player.
You got
De'Aaron Fox.
4 De'Aaron Fox videos on your page.
De'Aaron Fox has been my favorite player ever since I genuinely underestimated him in the draft. And then he came out the gate and I was like, yeah, this dude is just awesome. He's like, if I was a guard, I would want to play like De'Aaron Fox.
Well, actually, now that we're talking about this, we got like 20 minutes to an hour. Why don't we do like a starting five of just favorite players?
Oh,
In the league right now, or just all time in the league right now?
What do you want to do right now or all time?
All time. All time is kind of lame.
My favorite players are typically like the best in the league, except for point guard. Like for all time, like those are typically my favorite players.
We can do all time. We can just mix it up.
All right.
We can just do a combination of both. I'll go. My point guard is De'Aaron Fox. That's just my favorite point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting guard, we all know who I'm going with here. Tracy McGrady. My favorite small forward, Grant Hill, actually. I watched a lot of Grant Hill growing up, like old highlights and stuff.
He crawled so Paul George and LeBron could fly. Well, LeBron could just take off.
Yeah. Power forward Anthony Davis. I just feel like there's nothing on the planet that man can't do. And contrary to popular belief, well, you may not know, my favorite center of all time is David Robinson.
I just thought it was Shaq.
I thought it was Shaq too.
I just think Shaq is the best, like the greatest. I mean, but David Robinson is like one of the more, like, I liked watching him. And then when I got older, I tried to model my game after him because he was real strong, real great defensively, but he also had really great touch.
Yeah,
He could shoot the ball really well, and I thought he was one of the most underrated centers ever. Like, no one ever really talks about how good he was for such a long time.
This kid says he has David Robinson's rookie card. And if you don't go get you some money,
Yeah, that's crazy.
you can
Yeah.
buy 3 Shadow Legends with that one.
That's my 5. And to throw a 6-man in there, we can all just throw a 6-man in there.
Throw a 6-man in.
To throw a 6-man in there,
Go get the demon out of Cleveland.
Baron Davis,
Wow, I thought
BD.
That is a demon out of Cleveland.
I would have said
BD's
he should've went
super
Mark
tough.
Mark Price.
Oh, Mark Price has never really been my favorite, but I'm an advocate for him because he's unbelievable. But he's never really been my
He
favorite.
put everybody wants John Stockton to be.
Exactly.
Oh man.
We had to keep it a We had to keep it 1K.
Jesus Christ.
Whoever wants to go next with their start 5, bro.
We just had to be honest with people.
I'll
All
go.
right, I mean, there you go, Jay.
I'll go. Okay, Chris Paul. So obviously at the 1.
Duh.
2.
He gonna have 4 power forwards.
Oh my God, I hate
We about to have 80 at the 2, Julius Randle at the 3,
Triple J at the 4.
Jay at the 4.
Anyways, I got Kobe at the 2. Kobe's just ridiculous. At the 3, just from being in Atlanta, I'm gonna take ISO Joe.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
love
Yes,
that. That made me happy right there.
Yeah, it did.
At the 4, when he came back last night, it was a big ass smile literally went across my face. So I just have to pick Jaren Jackson. He hooped. If this ever crosses you, Jaren Jackson, I absolutely love you. Thank you. I got 5.
Triple D gonna be in his starting lineup.
Jay Bridges in his past life was just a 6'11" power forward.
I can do it all. Hey, fun fact. When I first started when I first came up, I was taller than most people. Obviously, I'm not. But when I was like in kindergarten, I was taller than a lot of people. So I actually played a lot of the center when I was legit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
boom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So you know how Julius Randle felt. You know about
Dream shake. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Silly.
I'm gonna take it a 5. Man,
God.
Go ahead, grab the best center ever.
this guy. I'm gonna take. He's not my favorite, so I'm not gonna say that. Actually, I'm gonna take Marc Gasol. I actually really like Marc Gasol.
I
Nice.
love Marc Gasol too.
I like Marc Gasol.
You can do a 6-man as well. You get one more person.
Oh, 6-man.
We all know that's gonna be Mikal Bridges.
I gotta go Jamal Crawford. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I like a lot of buckets, so my team's probably just going.
It's just gonna be a whole bunch of point guards.
You got Kyrie at the 1, right? Kyrie's just the goal.
He's gonna put KPJ at the 4.
No. Paul George at the 2. We got to get Paul George, the third best player out of LA. It goes LeBron, AD, Paul George, not Kawhi. And then, who's my 4? Oh yeah, LeBron, the GOAT. Is
that your favorite player?
Squad.
Right? Is it you? Is that your favorite player though?
LeBron is actually like my second favorite player. Like all who's my 4? Who do I like at the 4? I'm not gonna say Julius Randle, but no.
But you want to. You want to. And you
I definitely want to. I know I want to, but I'm not gonna. Hey. For the 4, 5, and my 6-man, let me go ahead and get 2016 Draymond. Top 10.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's gonna be people in the comments like, yeah, that's it. Actually, I don't know why you're laughing. That's a great choice.
4, I don't talk about him a lot, but I like Brandon Clark. Brandon Clark at the 4. Let me go ahead and get Miles Turner at the 5. And my 6-man, I'm sorry, LaMelo and KPJ, but there's just Lonzo Ball, a different demon out there. Yes.
Okay. Liam like that Lonzo Ball choice. Yes, sir.
Man, Lonzo Ball is so cold, bro. He's so good.
He is. All right, Liam. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna not reuse Chris Paul, so I'll go Allen Iverson at point guard. I will go Drazen Petrovic at shooting guard. Small forward. I'm gonna go Brandon Ingram. I just love that guy so much.
Yeah, he's a bucket though. He's so cold.
Power forward. I am going to reuse Anthony Davis. I love Anthony Davis. Center, Ben Wallace.
Oh, you sure you don't want Omar Ashik? You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
That man is cool. That man said that man spent his brightest years in New Orleans. Oh my God, that man is garbage.
You don't want 2017 Cousins, 2018 Cousins.
I loved Boogie. I really did, but
no,
I loved Ben Wallace.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's
shorter than me.
Yeah, you might remember this day because this was probably from when we were younger. Like, did you have one of those like inflatable Ben Wallace things that you would use to practice bat? I had one too.
Yes, bro. Yes, and I fucking popped it, punching it like a dummy. Yes, I had one. Ben Wallace was like, at one point, Ben Wallace was everyone's favorite player.
Yeah. He was tough. He was so good.
Fun fact: Ben Wallace is only like 6'7".
It's insane.
Then
I guess.
Wish. He's a little scary looking though.
6-man. 6-man might be. It might be Lamar Odom, and I just happen to be wearing his jersey.
One of the greatest 6 men ever, if not the. I think Ginobili probably takes the cake there, like for greatest. But Lamar Odom is probably the best one, in my opinion. What do y'all think? him and Jay Crawford. I feel like if you had to choose one, Lamar would just be the smarter choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just do more.
I'm off the
You're
bench.
just getting
I'm
a
taking
6'10. You're getting a 6'10.
Off the bench, I'm taking that 20 points, 40% from the three. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't think I'm gonna lose with that. I'm on a good team.
I think Lamar was doing that same thing though.
I don't
20?
think there's not
I don't
a
think anyone's
wrong
average
choice between
20.
these two.
I don't think anyone's.
I'm taking that. If I could get 20 and 40% from the three off the bench, I just can't.
Jamal Crawford averaged 20 off the bench? No,
Yeah,
hell.
in Atlanta.
Yes.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was an all-star off the bench.
Six
Right?
man. Just a goal.
Let's go.
It's crazy. All right, this will just be fun. How about and then we'll do our hot takes. I'm sure we only got like 10 minutes left.
Nailed it exactly.
Top 5 or bottom 5 NBA teams. So the worst 5 you could assemble right now. It could be all time
Teams or players? I mean players.
Players, yes, players. The worst 5 players you could put on the team. First, at the one, give me Cameron Payne. He's off.
Take my player. Take my player. Listen. What game was that? Against the Spurs. The Suns played the Spurs. We was all watching it, man.
Oh my God.
The Suns was getting blitzed. They was getting ran through.
He was smoking open.
For the longest time, I've had these two in my ear telling me Cameron Payne is so ass. I'm like, I've been trying. Like, my God, he is one of the worst players I've ever seen step foot on 94 feet of basketball.
Look. Number for my shooting guard. For my shooting guard. I don't know if he's a shoot guard, but I'm gonna assume he's a shooting guard. Lucas Kakarot on the Brooklyn Nets is awful.
Wait, Kakarot.
He just had 30, but he's so awful.
These niggas are garbage.
For my 3, give me Cam Johnson. He just doesn't do anything. Cam Johnson doesn't do anything.
Bro, don't let.
I don't know if Cam Johnson can shoot, dribble, dunk, play D. I don't know what he does out there.
We talking about the Cam Johnson on the Suns, right?
We're talking about
the only reason why he can shoot is because he's wide open because of Chris Paul. Without Chris Paul, we'd have no clue what he would do, what he could do. Nothing.
I definitely didn't know who he was last season. So.
He's garbage.
That's my 3. No, matter of fact, let me switch it. No, I'm gonna keep him at my 3. My 4,
Frank.
Kevin Knox. Dude is awful. Dude is terrible. Dude sucks. And at my 5, because I still don't know how he has a job anywhere. Give me Robin Lopez. He's garbage. I don't even. How are you worse than your brother? And your brother's not that good. Like, your brother is teetering with below average, and you're somehow just a lot worse than he is. And it's like neither of them know how to dribble a basketball, which kills me.
Somebody said, as a Knicks fan, Kevin Knox is really the worst player I've ever seen. You want me to tell you a fun fact? I know a Knicks fan that said Julius Randle was worse than him.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Keep pushing.
All right. Liam, you go next. I know you know the bum players in the league. I know you.
Yeah, I know this about to get real educational.
Well, this is.
I mean, I'm gonna pick a lot of guys that I've just watched on the Pelicans and I just hate. I'm having a really hard time picking a point guard.
Eric Bledsoe, that nigga's garbage.
Nah, but he was good in Phoenix, so I'll give him a pass. I might go. Feel bad because he just got hurt, but Devin Windler on the Cavs, that dude stinks.
Oh my God!
You heard of him? That guy sucks.
I've never seen a minute of him play. But all I've heard is people call him garbage, so I believe
No,
him.
he's bad. He's really bad.
His name's Whittler, so you know.
Shooting guard, I'm gonna go with Denzel Valentine.
Oh,
He's
that's
awful.
garbage. Oh my.
He got cooked by somebody who used to work at AT&T. That's awful. Frank Nitti he sold iPhones and gave him 40. Unbelievable.
Me and Zay have been. Oh my god, that nigga garbage.
Small forward, Solomon Hill.
Oh my god.
Leo, you're naming players. We always say it's garbage.
He played for the Pelicans. Didn't y'all give him a big old contract?
Stop. That's why. That's like 90% of the reason I just said his name.
He gotta go Steven Adams this week.
I'm gonna go power forward. I'm just gonna put Omer Sheik. He's the worst basketball player I've ever seen with my eyes.
Omar Sheik is awful.
But he's
I had one for center. And I forgot it.
Go ahead and put the worst player on the Warriors, Draymond Green.
No, I had one that was like
Steven Adams.
No.
Oh, go with that dude on the Lakers who looked like Drew Gooden, but he was super bad. What was his name? Something Lecrae?
No, Jordan McRae.
Jordan McRae was
guard.
No, it was a ball head dude, and he wore the number 50. I promise you, he's the worst. I don't even understand.
Robert Sacre.
Yeah, Robert.
Shit, who did I have at center? I just thought of one. I can't remember it. Oh, man, it might have been Dragon Bender.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
That's just
AKA Luka Garza. Yes, sir. But booty.
But I don't think that's who it was. If I remember it, I'll say it. But I'll go with that for now.
All right, Jelani Bridgewater. Go ahead.
It got taken, man. All right, let me think. At
You
the
gotta
one,
put Frank Kaminsky in there. That nigga's terrible.
hey, what they call him in Wisconsin? The Big Badger, whatever they
The
call him.
Honey Badger or something like that.
I think it's Tyrann Matthew.
I don't know.
What's the one?
The Wisconsin Badger.
They call him something freaky. I don't know.
Oh, I remember my center, Kendrick Perkins.
Oh god,
Get him out of here. Kendrick Perkins is no. I take back what I said about Omer Sheik. Kendrick Perkins is the worst basketball player I've ever seen with my eyes. That guy was so bad, and I didn't like him in Boston. I hated him even more in Oklahoma City, and then he decided to retire with the Pelicans, and I wanted to literally run my head through my TV every time he was on the court.
Okay.
He was awful. He was
Can I
pretty
do
bad.
like players in certain situations or on certain teams?
Jay Bridges, I'm gonna have to hear the iconic garbage phrase from you.
Bruh. Kyle Lowry on the Grizzlies, that man was awful.
Yeah, he was terrible.
He was awful.
I need to hear he's fucking garbage.
Dabo Cephalosha sucks.
Yeah, he was never that
He
good.
was never good.
Yeah, no, never.
Never ever good. And then he came on the Hawks and it was like, you're our guy. No, he's not. He sucks.
Dabo Cephalosha.
3. Okay, I got a good one at the 3. That was regarded as good, but Corey Maggette was not good.
Oh no.
Corey
I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. No.
Corey
He
Maggette
wasn't
was
garbage,
not
bro.
Good.
He wasn't garbage though.
Good. You know what? I'll pick another one to
He wasn't garbage though.
to appease you.
Leave Corey Maggette out of this. He hasn't done anything wrong.
My mindset is just think of people on 2K12 who was garbage.
Oh, it's not my turn anymore. Charlie Villanueva.
Poo poo.
God,
That was garbage.
what do you play, the 4?
He played the 4 or 5, 4
Jared
5.
Dudley.
My 4.
Dookie.
Hey, Jared Dudley gave somebody 40 though.
Oh, hey, you might have to just go with Joel Anthony.
Ooh.
I'm definitely throwing Joel Anthony at the 5. Hey, 3.
Oh, where's your guy Grant Williams?
Oh. I already got my Grant Williams slander out the way.
Oh man, he's fucking garbage.
Oh, I always talk about him. Luke Mbamute is garbage.
Yeah,
Luke he has his name fire. His name flames, but he was garbage.
he was awful.
He was garbage though.
Look at All right, so
Joel Anthony. I haven't heard Joel Anthony's name in forever.
Didn't Joel Anthony play a whole game and did not record not one stat? He played like 30.
Tony Snow.
No, the only stat Joel Anthony recorded was like 5 fouls or something like that. He did nothing but foul out.
Oh my god!
All right, go ahead, Cam. Give us your garbage time 5.
I feel like Cam's gonna throw in like Ben Simmons and really drive everybody crazy.
Oh my god! At point guard, oh my god, Elfrid Payton.
Elfrid Payton is bad.
Oh my.
Elfrid Payton is cheeks.
Elfrid Payton is so garbage.
He's so cheeks. He started out the year pretty good, but
at the 2, I'm gonna go a garbage 2. He might be off the board. I'm not gonna say easy.
You can definitely go Kent Bazemore. That nigga is awful.
Yeah, that nigga is garbage. But
I'm Kent Bazemore gave Atlanta some valuable minutes. Afterwards, poo-poo. Bad.
But I'm saving my Warrior slander when I get the 4. But my 3 is just gonna be Frank Kaminsky. That nigga, oh my god.
You're putting Frank Kaminsky at the 3?
7'2".
He's a center.
Oh, he's
like,
oh
yeah, Frank Kaminsky's like 7 feet.
That's how garbage he is. Oh my god, that guy's garbage.
Yeah, he's awful. We thought he was gonna be the next Dirk coming out of college. He was awful.
You said we?
If you look at his comparison, I always thought he sucked.
I knew he was gonna be garbage.
But when you looked at his comparison, they thought he was gonna be a big shooting from 42 feet out.
They saw tall and white and they called him Dirk. They didn't think he was gonna play like Dirk.
So who did I say at the 1? Oh yeah,
Elfrid Payton.
Awful.
At the 2, that nigga, oh my god. We kept on calling him Rashad Perry. But it's
Reggie Perry?
Reggie, oh my god.
That's what I was thinking about. Reggie Perry went to the G League and gave them like 30. In the NBA?
Garbage.
Awful. But he's like a 4 though. Like a 4.
He's a 4?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right, then I'm gonna just skip the 3. So who's a garbage 3 in the league?
There's a lot of them in the league now that just smell. They're just buns.
Josh Jackson. Oh my god, he's garbage.
Josh Jackson been hooping too.
He's been hooping lately, though.
I have no hope.
He's been hooping lately, but he's not good.
He's garbage. He's so garbage. At the 4, oh my god, Draymond. Draymond is so poo-poo. Oh my, he's
awful. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to debate you on that. Dude is awful.
Garbage. At the 5, the worst player. I mean, the worst player in the league. I feel like this is how bad he is. If you gave me a month in Zay's height, I will beat him. Cristiano Felicio.
He's
you know he played yesterday when the Bulls were getting waxed by the Cavs. He actually got some PT.
I think Cristiano Felicio might be the worst basketball player in the league. Like he might just be the worst player.
He probably is.
Oh my god.
Like, and do you know how much he's getting paid?
Way too much.
He's awful.
I mean, He's getting paid a salary, which is too much.
I
Like,
got somebody for year 2.
Who?
Jarrett Culver.
Oh yeah, he is.
oh man,
Oh my
He's
god.
He's
awful.
cheeks. We wanted him to be good, and he just ain't been doing nothing. He cheeks.
Man, I didn't watch much of the Timberwolves last season, but I looked. He's an NBA shooting guard. 47% from the free throw line.
Yeah, that is
From the
horrendous.
free throw line. That's worse than Drummond.
That's Shaq numbers. That's Shaq numbers right there.
That's awful, bro.
Oh man, he's so garbage.
I
All
mean,
right.
we just hit an hour, so
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Let's
get our
get
hot
these.
takes out the way, or just explaining them. I've already said it enough. Draymond Green is awful. I don't have to tell you. He sucks. If his name wasn't Draymond Green playing for the Warriors, he would be the most slandered starting power forward in the league. Y'all talked about Andre Drummond, who apparently has the most useless 30 and 22 in the league, apparently. Like, if he can give you 30 points and it's just completely useless, but we're watching Draymond Green be completely unusable on one side of the ball. He sucks. I'm sorry. Your defense and your playmaking only matters when you're average on offense, and he's been below average for 2 years. He's awful.
like way below average.
What's playmaking? Let's be honest here. There's just 3 people following Curry. Somebody's wide open.
Yeah. How are you shooting 20% from the 3 and you're open on almost every shot that you take? Like, you're never contested. I've never seen you have to beat your defender. What defender? You just miss because you suck, and that's okay.
He said you just missed because you suck.
Like, he's
Not
just
wrong.
awful. But who's next to explain their hot takes?
I'll just do mine quick. So it wasn't like a hot take. It was just that you can't say somebody's improved at a skill and that make them better than someone else at it. That doesn't just automatically make them better. Like, it's good that they're improving, but that doesn't mean they're good at it. And I'll just use a quick example to prove it. Like, I'll use Zion. Like, Zion is an improved playmaker from last year. He's improved. He's still not good at it. Like, so like, you can be improved and still be bad at it. Pascal Siakam has improved his playmaking. He's still a bad playmaker. Like,
Awful.
Darius Garland has improved his defense. He's still a bad defender. Like, it doesn't, they don't equal each other. So if you're debating somebody about anything and you say that the guy you're debating for is improved, you're just admitting that he's worse and you're trying to say something positive about him.
Word. Like, if Draymond goes from 28% from the 3 to 31, he's still
I don't
awful.
want to hear anybody say he's an improved 3-point shooter. He still stinks. Like,
Dre, if we said he went from 28 to 31, he's still awful at it.
Who, Draymond?
Yeah. Right now, he's sitting at a solid 26.
Bro, Curry came and he got worse. Like, bro, you know how garbage you have to be?
For real.
How does Curry come and you get worse? Like, come on.
And you're his right-hand man. Like, you're the two-man game, and you just got worse? I don't understand.
The only system you played in your whole career. So it's not like you don't know what's going on. You just fucking suck.
All right, Jelani Bridgewater, explain your take.
What was his take? Damn it.
All right, we cannot hear you, big dog. Cameron, go ahead and try to explain yours while he gets his stuff figured out.
All right, Klay Thompson's not better than Norman Powell and Gary Trent. Gary Trent, I don't I don't think him and Gary Trent are even close. When you can go get your own bucket and score off ball.
Even close?
No, man. We gotta stop rating. What we do with Klay is we rate him as a second option. He's so good at his.
But I mean, most shooting guards are. Well, not most, not anymore, but at the time they were.
Okay. At the time, Magic Johnson was good.
But Gary Trent's still a second option, though.
I mean, Kareem was the skyhook was the best thing out at one point. So
I'm not feeling that, bro. Gary Trent ain't.
If he can put the ball on the floor and score, at will when he gets ready, that's just already better than Clay to me. Like on your own dribbles, like I get it is.
I'm not trying to hear that because Jeremy Grant not better than Klay Thompson. I ain't trying to hear that.
I mean, well, Jeremy Grant. I mean, if I gave Klay Thompson the ball and say go score, Klay Thompson's probably going to do 25 a night. Let's be honest here. Let's just be honest here.
I don't know.
He's going to actually pass the ball. He's going to be able to. Yeah, Jeremy Grant's not better than him.
Gary Trent and Norman. I'm with you on the Klay Thompson slander. I can't get with it.
Gary Trent can just create his own shot, which is the biggest separator when you have Klay. Because Klay, I've seen Klay dribble. Oh, what the hell? Oh,
I'm gonna be double. Hold on, I got angles.
But,
You're gonna have to leave though.
Oh, here we go. All right, we good.
But yeah, when you can create your own shot, he doesn't need Curry to go get 40. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't need an elite player or a certain system. Norman Powell, yeah, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Yeah, I thought he was like Gary Trent, but it turns out he's just not like Gary Trent. Klay is actually better than him. Healthy Klay is better than him. When Klay gets back, I don't think he'll be better than him. But when Klay gets back, he's not going to be able to play defense like that.
I don't know. All I know is I'm with you, but I just think Norman Powell and Gary Trent are too far simply because they have to be sustainable. You know, we don't know if they're sustainable yet.
I mean,
we don't know if Gary Trent is just
last year.
But not last year he wasn't. Last year he wasn't better than Klay though. This year we have to see if he can sustain this level of play, which I think he can. I'm not saying that they can't, but we just have to. I just feel like we just have to wait because we don't, especially with Gary Trent. We don't know if Gary Trent's just having his Isaiah Thomas season. We just, we have to wait. I'm not saying he is, but we just don't know yet. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if Gary Trent is as good as he's. I don't know. Let's wait.
I'm gonna just leave it at this. People give Warriors, they make them better than they are simply because they changed the game. Like, bro.
I mean, that just didn't have anything to do with anything. But sure.
It was like Warriors in general.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Like, you're making Curry the best in the world. He changed the game. It's cool, but bro, he was never better than LeBron or KD. He's still not. He'll probably never be the best player in the league, and that is okay.
I will say, if Kevin Durant doesn't come back healthy, he probably just takes that spot because KD, it's looking real scary for him right now. It's looking like he can't stay on the court. If no one wants to say it because we love him, but the people who said he might not be the same in terms of being healthy, they weren't wrong right now. They were just right. Because he's been in and out the league. He's been in and out the game for a long time. Like, they've only played 6 games together. Like, so it sucks. But Jelani, are you ready to explain yours?
God. You forgot it, didn't
Okay.
You good?
My take is that Paul Millsap is still better than Pascal Siakam. We already kind of touched on that. Pascal Siakam. Well, let's start with this. He has the worst nickname in NBA history. All right?
Spicy P.
2.
A1s know about that.
He is Kawhi Leonard syndrome.
What you mean?
They both are like get to their spot kind of people. They're both wildly overrated, at least at one point.
I mean, it's like Kawhi gets to a spot, Pascal gets to a spot, but he doesn't have a spot. Like,
it's like his spot is like.
Man,
I'm not garbage. No, here's what I'll say. Pascal Siakam's spot is like, fuck it, I got here, shoot.
Right.
But he get there eventually. But
as many spins as it takes.
They both were just crazy overrated. Pascal, they both aren't good playmakers. And then Paul Millsap was like he was like Paul Millsap kind of transitioned into a modern power forward.
Yeah.
Even when he was still like a team's best player.
He was real Chris Webber like, very small ball four, kind of had guard capabilities, so to speak. You wouldn't mind if he was running the break with the ball. You wouldn't mind if he kicked off the play from the top of the key or something. He was like your 6'8", 6'9", 3'4".
Fun fact: last year he shot 43% from three. His
Yeah.
dog.
Well,
And another fun fact: in 2017 on the Hawks, in the playoffs he averaged 24 and 7.
One
So
thing,
he was deep ball.
One thing Paul Millsap is going to do is do his job. He's going to he's consistent. When the Nuggets need him, he shows up every single time. When they're down,
Word.
he comes out.
All right, let's get to these hot takes. I got a good one. I've been sitting on this hot take for a minute.
I want to go first.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not a take. I just want to go first. The next episode, I want to talk about Javon Carter because these two have heard me say his name a lot, but I actually want to talk about him.
Oh, Javon Carter, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On the Suns from UWV.
Now, this person's been getting a lot of slander because people feel like he's a little overrated. But I will say this. Ja Morant will be a champion before Jason Tatum will be a champion. Ja Morant will be the first player in his. Well, wait, has anybody in his class won a ring yet? No.
I mean, maybe
that's notable. That's like notable. That's like notable.
No.
Anybody in the first round with him, he's going to be the first player out of his draft in the first 10 people that wins a championship. He will be a champion before everybody else.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's just wrong, but we'll explain next episode.
I don't, and it's like I just see the Memphis. Well, yeah, I think the Memphis Grizzlies, because of their depth, being that team very soon. Like 5-6 seasons type soon. 4-6 seasons type soon. Like they're gonna be a hard team to stop. Especially if JJJ becomes the best player on the team. Yes, sir.
Becomes. He already is. What are you talking about?
Stop
it's
it.
news to me.
Stop it.
Jay Bridges, are you confused as well?
That boy, hey, no disrespect, but he's still on restricted minutes. Let him get his feet wet first. Let him get his feet wet first. He's still playing 19 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? Let him get his feet wet.
KD was on restricted minutes and still better than Emmanuel quickly. So, yeah.
Well, good Lord, that's just a comparison that we should never talk about again. Wow. Yeah, Ja Morant's going to be a champ. Like, Ja Morant will be a champ before Trey, JT, maybe not Luka. Maybe not.
Luka.
I actually think the Grizzlies will be a lot. I think the Grizzlies are damn near already better than them.
The Mavs ain't going to get the job done, man.
They're not.
I mean, they're just not in the same draft class.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Well, I'm just saying he's going to be the first out of these young pool of players that's going to get a ring. He's going to be the first one. I think he has the best team and the best situation to do it. But who wants to go next?
Well, it's me or Cam, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I don't think this is like a take. I think it's just like an opinion. Like the concept of like, while I do agree that when like you're evaluating defense as a whole, like rim protection as building team defense is very important. But like the notion that interior defenders are just like inherently better than guard defenders has just gone way too far. Like I read today that Gary Payton was arguably the third best defender on his team.
What?
That's crazy talk. Ridiculous. Like,
man, I don't even know a third person on the Sonics that year.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I don't know a third person.
And I'll explain to me at least, what the big difference is for those two types of defense when I explain next week. Next week.
I mean, piggyback off that, for all you people out there that need to know this, all you youngins, Tony Allen is the best defender ever. I just need you to know that right there. There's not a better defensive basketball player to play this basketball game than Tony Allen. I don't care about effectiveness in the win. I don't care. He's the only person on the planet I've ever seen keep Kevin Durant at he had Kevin Durant at 30% for a playoff series. He's the only person I know that's ever been able to do that. He's guarded all of your favorite players and made them play worse. He's the best defender ever. People have literally coined him as a defensive specialist. KD said out of his mouth, I don't know how he became that good at defense. Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing Bill Russell. Shut up.
Yeah,
Like
I've been saying Tony Allen is just the best defender ever. I've been
tired of hearing Rudy Gobert. I don't care. Nobody game planned against Tony Allen. Nobody said, "Oh, Tony Allen on you. Here goes the rock. Go get a bunch of points." They do that for people like Bill and Rudy because they're 7'2", 3,000 pounds.
Well,
no,
bro, you play during segregation. You're not that good.
Anyways, that was just my mini rant for people that don't know who the best defender in the world is. It's not Draymond or nothing. It is Tony Allen. You know, what was their little team name? Grit and Grind?
Grit and Grind.
You know who was leading that? It's not it's Marc Gasol. No, it was not. It just wasn't. It was Tony Allen. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this has been episode 15.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
wait. Oh, I thought you said your take already. Oh no, you said the Javon Carter thing. Cam, you didn't say it? I'm tripping. I thought you said your take already.
Yep. Cam, you're getting kicked off the podcast.
Get him out of here.
The comments were right. Y'all were calling.
No, my fault. I definitely just thought you said something. My bad. Go do your thing.
Yeah, they did me wrong again, Big C. But hot take. I think I got like two. There's been. Yeah, I'm gonna just say it. With the way y'all acting about Curry, I can think of like. I can think of there's a lot of players that have done what Curry is failing to do right now. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. There's like, I think I can name a lot of players. A lot of players who have been able to will their team to the playoffs. But y'all are saying like Curry's this godly figure. But I can name 3 people in the league right now: LeBron, KD, AD, all have had. Oh, and Russ have all had worse teams and gotten them to where they need to get to. So I don't want to hear no. And Russ has a greater season than Curry has ever had.
Is Russ not in the playoffs right now?
No.
No way.
Are they close?
Yeah, they're close.
They have to be a couple behind.
But this is probably a hot take. But Russ has had 2 seasons greater than Curry has ever had. 2 seasons greater than Curry has ever had.
Yeah. We can get to that in the next episode, but I agree with you. I agree that on an individual level, Russ has had more impressive seasons, while Curry's still who he is, because Curry's still the greatest point guard ever. But Russ has had
2 greater seasons than that 2016 season.
Let me ask y'all a couple questions before we go. Is this Warriors team worse than the Cavs in 2007?
Hell no.
No.
Okay, now let me ask you another one. Is this Warriors team worse than the Thunder last year?
No.
No.
Now, let me ask you one more. Is the Warriors
the Thunder last year with Chris Paul
with Chris Paul, yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. It is worse.
Okay. Are the Warriors worse than the Wizards this year?
No.
No.
Hell no.
No.
Those are all 3 teams that everybody in the NBA community has convinced themselves are better than the Warriors. All 3 of them. Apparently, the 2007 Cavaliers are just better than Golden State. And I think that goes right into what Cameron was saying.
No,
We
bro.
can explain that next episode.
Yeah.
We can explain that next episode, but the NBA community has created its own reality based around Stephen Curry.
And it's not.
And we'll explain that next episode. I promise we will, because I think that's going to be the sole subject of the next episode. That right there. Like, it's a false reality that people have created, and it's ridiculous. And they'll alter it whenever they want to. But since we got out, Jay Bridges, you said your hot take, yes. You said what you wanted to talk about. And that is the end of episode 15. I want to thank all of you guys for 571 subscribers. Me and the gang are just super duper grateful. Not him hand boning in the camera. Me and the gang are super duper grateful for all the subscribers we get, all the views we get, all the likes, all the comments. Keep running it up. We're going to keep doing this for y'all. And speaking of this podcast, when the playoffs comes around, if we can manage it, we're going to do 3 episodes instead of 2. We're going to add an episode, just in case all the ridiculous stuff that happens in the playoff happens. We're going to add an episode. And yeah, stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to add an episode for you guys. You guys are going to get even more content from us. Anything you guys want to add or say, feel free.
Yep.
I think that covers it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We appreciate all of you guys, and we out.